What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I'm back for another commentary. And this is another episode of my Cincinnati Bengals owner mode here in Madden 25 for the PS3. And right off the bat, you guys see I'm showing you guys something that I should have showed you a long time ago. I didn't even do it in a 40-minute video, I don't think. But Tyler Eifert will be out for another 3 weeks. A couple of weeks ago, I want to say about 4 weeks ago, he suffered a broken wrist, and that will sideline him for only 3 more weeks. And I'm going to take a look at the standings. But in this episode, we faced a very interesting team, and that is the Cardinals right now. And they are 2-10, as you guys are going to see. And they have Jermaine Gresham. If you guys remember, in the offseason, we made a trade with them for a pick and sent Gresham over there. He's now wearing number 88. And I don't know if that was even relevant. But they also have Tajh at the quarterback position, so he will be making the start versus us. Of course, he hasn't really been able to do anything. They're 2-10 with the worst record in the NFL, tied with the Cowboys. But you guys see he's only thrown 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. They also have Derek Carr as a quarterback, but like I said, Tajh will get the start, and I'd rather see Tajh. At the running back position, they have Peyton Hillis, wide receiver. They have Ryan Swope, who retired in real life, and I'm really excited to see how he does versus our defense. And they have always the most reliable wide receiver, in my opinion, in the league, or he's up there in the top 3 if you ask me. Larry Fitzgerald, he puts up solid numbers every year. And then they have some good players on defense, Calais Campbell, along with some other names, Patrick Peterson. I'm just not sure why they haven't been able to put it together. Maybe they're having QB controversy, which has pretty much stalled their success this season, or pretty much kept them from succeeding this season. And we're at home at Pearl Brown Stadium, and we are coming into this game at 9-3. There's no reason we should lose to this team, but any given Sunday, maybe Jermaine Gresham comes out and has a big day versus his former team to show him, hey, you shouldn't have traded me, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't happy with the trade. I mean, of course, he's going to make the best out of the situation, but you're going from a contender to a struggling team. As you guys see, Peyton Hillis is going to get it started early, and the Bengals are also familiar with him, as he used to play for the Cleveland Browns, and he used to gash us almost every time we played them. If you're a Bengals fan, you guys know that. But 3rd down and 2 for Tajh in this offense. They're going to go with a play-action pass, and Vontaze Burfict will shut that down before he can even gain a yard. And an early stop for this Bengals defense. And right off the bat, you guys see what type of day Andy Dalton is going to have, overthrowing an open receiver on the comeback and then stumbling over his own offensive lineman on 3rd down. And we will have to punt the ball to the Cardinals. And once again, this time it's Ray Maluga shutting down the pass play in the backfield before it can even gain any yards. Tajh this time will be under duress, and he will be smacked and brought down by Carlos Dunlap, our stud defensive end, and that will give Andy Dalton and this offense the ball back. Screenplay to our MVP, Giovanni Bernard. And I just want to remind you guys every episode that he's leading in the MVP race. As you guys see, Jarvis Green-Ellis picks up the 1st down, but then he fumbles it and it falls behind the 1st down marker. So the Cardinals defense comes up with a stop again. So neither of the offenses of these teams have been able to create any drives that were past midfield, but the Cardinals changed that right then as they go deep to Larry Fitzgerald, and it is now 2nd down and 9. Tajh playing well so far, even though he's under pressure a lot. This time, once again, for the 3rd time, he completes a pass to his check down, and it gains no yards. It's actually a loss. Tajh going deep this time, making a mistake, trying to go to Michael Floyd, and it will be picked off by Adam Jones. So there's a rookie mistake by the QB out of Clemson, but there's a lot of time left in this game, a lot of time to redeem himself, and I'm sure he can do so with the weapons that he does have. And we're going to hand it off to Giovanni Bernard. Then we're going to run a read option, and Andy Dalton running with a head of steam does not slide. We catch the Cardinals off sides, and we're going to go deep to Eric Decker, trying to take advantage, just throwing it up the field to see if we can come up with anything, seeing as though the worst case scenario, we were going to get 5 yards on that play due to them being offsides. But here's the referee with the call. Bruce Arians is furious, but nonetheless, we will be down in the red zone. So 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. We're going to run a read option, Andy Dalton could have kept that one, but he's going to hand it off instead to Giovanni Bernard. It picks up no gain. So 3rd down and goal. Andy Dalton with a good pocket, trying to find somebody, and the defensive lineman finally broke through, and that is Okafor on the play, and we will settle for a Zach Hawker field goal. But look at the play by Carlos Dunlap. I am so impressed with the way this guy has played. He bows over his former teammate Jermaine Gresham and then takes down Peyton Hillis with seemingly no effort. Carlos Dunlap on that play making it look very, very easy, making it look like child's play. But nonetheless, Larry Fitzgerald will get them a new set of downs. So then they're going to try a toss to Peyton Hillis, and this time it's Christian Jones out of FSU. And like I mentioned in the 40-minute video, he has had a very solid rookie year quietly. And there's Larry Fitzgerald once again. This time he will be hurt on the play, so I don't like wishing injury on people, but hopefully we won't have to deal with him for the rest of the game. But this time, Joe Webb at the wide receiver spot will take a monster hit from E.J. Gaines. However, the Cardinals do recover that one. And they're going to go right back to Joe Webb, and he will be brought down at the 6-yard line. So we have no answer for him on this drive as they look to take the lead. Tajh Boyd throws it out of the back of the end zone, so 3rd down coming up for him. And he's going to go over the middle to Malcolm Floyd. Hold on, wait. Is it Michael? I want to say it's Michael Floyd, but I'm sorry that I don't remember his name. But nonetheless, that guy catches a touchdown. And they have taken the lead, as you guys see a drop pass by A.J. Green right here. And that will bring up 3rd down and 6. Empty backfield for Andy Dalton. We're going to go to Anquan Bolden playing against his former team. And that is his 2nd former team that we've played against this season. And he takes it for a gain of 32 on only a 10-yard catch. Giovanni now with the ball takes it up for a gain of 10. So the Bengals are looking to answer back with a touchdown of their own. Andy Dalton rolling out, gets rid of it at the last second, but he will not be able to complete it. So 3rd down and 10 coming up from the 32-yard line. We're going to hit Eric Decker over the middle, and that will get us into the red zone at the 14-yard line. Later on, at the 7-yard line, we're going to throw it off to our check down, Mohamed Sanu, who actually comes up with the catch. And then we're going to go play action from the 4-yard line on 1st down and goal, rolling out to the right side. Andy Dalton will run into the end zone, and he will come up with another rushing touchdown for the 2nd week straight. So he is playing very, very well at this juncture in the season, and I'm very proud of him for that. And look at Floyd just rumbling over receivers, just knocking them all down as he goes, and he knocked down about 3 receivers. And Ryan Swope comes up with another 1st down for this Cardinals team as they look to tie the game up after we have scored and made it 10-7. Tajh Boyd almost jeopardized their chance to tie or take the lead as we get a dropped interception by Leon Hall, and he almost learned that you cannot play catch in the hallway without a hall pass. And he's a rookie, so we don't expect the rookies to come in and know immediately. You have to learn and find out for yourself. But anyway, we are in the 3rd quarter now in the 2nd half. Andy Dalton's going deep to A.J. Green, and it will be picked off by Patrick Peterson. And one problem I have with Andy Dalton, I know he's not the best deep thrower, but you have to get that ball in front of A.J. Green instead of making him come back for it. Ultimately, that's what allowed Patrick Peterson to come back and make a play on the ball. I mean, like I said, if you're Andy Dalton, you have to get that ball in front of your receiver. But we get the ball back. We had an errant throw by Tajh Boyd that time on 3rd down, and that allowed us to get the ball via punt. And Giovanni Bernard is up to his usual tricks once again, and he's just been playing so solid. I don't see how you don't want him to get the MVP. I don't see what type of performance you have to do in order to get an MVP if you don't give it to Giovanni Bernard this year. I mean, he's had multiple games where he's had multiple touchdowns, multiple games where he's had over 150 yards. I mean, this guy's just playing great, but it is not enough to keep this drive going, and we will get stopped, and we will end this drive with a missed field goal by Zach Hawker. But this offense has been struggling despite the run game, and it's already the 3rd quarter, and we only have 10 points. That's very uncharacteristic of this high-powered offense. As you guys see, Jermaine Gresham, ex-Bengal, catches a pass for about 14 yards and picks up a new set of downs for his team. And Peyton Hillis this time catches a pass in the backfield. Could have had it ended before he got to the line of scrimmage, but this time he breaks a tackle and picks up a new set of downs for the Cardinals. 2nd down and 10 for Tajh Boyd. He's going to try to run, and Vontaze Burfict almost got a hold of him. He watched the tape on Burfict last week and saw that he injured Sam Bradford, so he said he wanted none of that. So he slid, and then on the next play, or the next couple of plays, he threw a touchdown to Peyton Hillis, and that will give them the lead. So the Bengals are struggling right now as we're going to get a bullet pass from Andy Dalton to Mohamed Sanu, And those are two uncharacteristic things that happened on one play. Sanu catching the ball and Andy Dalton throwing a sharp bullet to his receiver. So a little bit of luck involved with that play. And we're going to get a wide open Orson Charles. And a little bit more luck is Orson Charles catching the ball as well. As you guys see, in the last couple weeks, he's been dropping a lot of passes. As you guys see, Jermaine Gresham throws the nasty stiff arm to Pac-Man Jones and picks up another first down. So we have the lead right now, 17-14. As you guys see, Joe Webb is just playing great at the wide receiver position, and he catches a touchdown, and that gives the Cardinals the lead once again. And Tajh Boyd is playing great. He's played great through 3/4 of football. And then Andy Dalton throws a very nice touch pass to Eric Decker, and he comes down with it, and he has 97 yards on the day off of 4 receptions. And they're going to hand it off to, actually toss it to Giovanni Bernard, and he will scurry into the end zone for a touchdown. So the Bengals and the Cardinals are going back and forth. We saw little to no offense in the first half, and now in the second half, these two teams have really ramped it up. And Tajh Boyd making his second mistake of the game, throwing an interception to Sean Williams. And on 2nd down and 7 for the Bengals, we're going to go read option to Andy Dalton. This time he decides to slide. He's not feeling like a tough guy here in the 4th quarter right now as he was in the first half. 2nd down and 8, nice pocket for Andy, very nice pocket. He's going to draw the defense up. Patrick Peterson tried to tackle him in the backfield. That left A.J. Green wide open. We're going to go with a toss to Giovanni Bernard again, and he picks up about 15 yards on that play, and he is almost at 200 yards, 178 rushing yards to be exact. So 3rd down and goal, Andy Dalton will throw a comeback route to A.J. Green, and he will not be able to come down with it. It will be defended by the cornerback. And going deep once again on the first play of the next drive following the field goal by the Bengals, Tajh Boyd throws another interception. So he's not playing well in the 4th quarter, but let me just tell this guy, no catch in the hallway without a hall pass. So Andy Dalton in this offense is going to try to take advantage of the second takeaway by this Bengals defense in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 11, and the Bengals once again cannot come up with a touchdown. So we settle for another Zach Hawker field goal, and the QB pains while EJ gains. I hope you guys didn't think there was going to be an episode where you don't hear that. And what's interesting, wait. We throw a touchdown to A.J. Green, beating the coverage of Patrick Peterson, and I just want to commend Andy Dalton on that throw. That is how you throw a deep pass. I mean, perhaps A.J. Green was a little bit more open on that play than the previous throw where Patrick Peterson picked him off. But that touchdown makes it 36-21. The Cardinals just had the lead not too long ago, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They do not get it, and there's only a minute left in the 4th quarter. So they turn it over on downs, and we get the ball, and we would just nail it out. So the Bengals win this game 36-21. We struggled with this team in the beginning, but we actually ran away with it. This defense played great in the 4th quarter, getting a lot of takeaways. Tajh Boyd just showed that he wasn't ready to play an elite secondary yet. I mean, he played well throughout the first 3 quarters. Then come 4th quarter, he just melted down. I mean, he played, like I said, I was really proud of the guy for playing well versus this secondary in the first 3 quarters. But what I was going to say earlier before I got cut off by that A.J. Green touchdown was that what's funny about those interceptions is that, like I say this like every episode, but none of them are users. I mean, my interception thing is only down at 3, and the QB accuracy for the other team is at 97. So I think it's just the skill of this defense. I don't know. I mean, we have games where we get shredded. Like Ben Roethlisberger shredded me for 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. So I think it's really it really boils down to the rating of the QB that we're facing. But we get a win versus the 2-10 Cardinals, and we should have won way more handily than this. I mean, we ran away with it at the end of the 3rd quarter, but we should have been blowing them out from the beginning. But nonetheless, I'm proud of my guys. We come away with another win, and we now are 10-3, and we only have 3 more games to play this season, and then we get into the playoffs, then the off season, then we get a new stadium next year. So stay tuned for this series. It's gonna get really exciting.